Okay, we're getting started on the packing situation. It's my first time using this suitcase. I ended up getting the bigger base one. I'm gonna try and show you guys. I got it in the black. It was sold out for so long, and then it finally came back in stock, and I was like, I'm gonna get it now, and I'm super excited to use it. I got the 29-inch. I'll have it linked below if you guys are in need for a new checked bag. I love that it matches my carry-on. I just love like matching suitcases. But yeah, we're gonna get started on packing. It's pretty straightforward because I'm literally just going home and it's gonna be freezing. So just gonna be packing lots of warm stuff. Welcome back to another vlog. I know that I said it might be the last vlog of the year. The one that I posted last week. But I just thought, you know, that would mean 2 weeks no video. And I kind of just got a second wind, honestly. So I was like, I'm gonna vlog today. And I'll also get to some of your questions at the end of the video. Today's my last day in New York before the Christmas holidays. I was actually supposed to work today, but they ended up moving my job to yesterday. So I now have the whole day to pack, clean the apartment, get ready, and now also edit this video. So I'm really happy with how that worked out. I am gonna run out quickly and get some laundry detergent because I thought that I had another bottle, but I don't. And I really need to do some laundry before I leave. So we're gonna brave the cold. It's freezing out today. New York's really preparing me for the weather we're about to have in Canada. It's gonna be freezing. Made a really simple breakfast because I don't have any groceries in the house, and obviously we're leaving tomorrow, so I'm just trying to finish up what I already have. Okay, it's a little bit later now. I made some progress. I finished doing all the laundry, also finished packing, which is really nice to get that done. My boyfriend actually just came by to drop off his stuff because he's coming with me for Christmas. He's gonna meet my family, which is super exciting. And yeah, we're gonna be leaving from here tomorrow. So he did that. He also dropped off my Christmas present, which I haven't had a chance to tell you, but we did like a mini Christmas Eve together on Sunday. I gave him his gift, and then he gave me a picture of mine because my gift hadn't been delivered by then, but it actually got delivered yesterday, and he got me a KitchenAid mixer, which is just the craziest thing ever. This is one of those appliances that I honestly thought that I would maybe have one day. It's like an aspirational kitchen appliance, you know? I am probably gonna break it out when I get back for something on New Year's. I just need to figure out what I'm gonna make, but yeah, I'm so excited to use it. This is definitely gonna step up my my baking and my cooking game for sure. And I'm not gonna need to mix things with my hands anymore. So I am gonna figure out the placement situation a little bit later. I think I'm gonna take the air fryer off of my countertops and put it somewhere else, and then I'll just bring it out whenever I need it. But I definitely want to give this a permanent place on my kitchen counter. So exciting stuff. I also got a couple of different packages delivered. I got a package from Nadine Marabi, which they have such beautiful pieces. They've actually sent me a jumpsuit once before. I wore it on Halloween as part of my masquerade costume. I'll insert a picture if I have one. And I just briefly peeked, but it looks like they've sent me another jumpsuit. I'm not gonna try it on right now because I just have a lot to get done. They also just have the most beautiful packaging. But it looks like they've sent me a black velvet jumpsuit, which I'm so excited about. It's the perfect winter piece to wear to a party or even to dinner if you want to dress it up. So I'll try this on later. Thank you, Nadine Marabi, for gifting me such a beautiful item. Speaking of deliveries, I literally just got this delivered to my door from Topo Chico. Oh my gosh, they always send the cutest things. So I'm gonna open this and see what they sent. Okay, they basically sent me what they're calling a Cozy Chico kit, which is so cute. They got me this robe and slippers, and I haven't fully unpacked this box, but it's just full of goodies and things to get me through this cold season. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, this is so cute. This is so sweet and thoughtful. I figured now might be a good time to check in on some of the questions you guys left me in one of my other vlogs. Since we still have some light. It's getting a little bright, but I think it'll be fine. If you guys didn't watch that vlog, I asked you guys to leave me some questions a couple of vlogs ago about basically anything that you maybe wanted to know, or also just about the new year, setting intentions, all those kind of things. As you guys know, I love to kind of reflect at the end of the year, set intentions for myself, and also just think about ways that I can maybe do things differently or do things better going forward. Obviously, I also think that it's really important to think about all the things that you accomplished and did well this year. I think a lot of the times we can be focused on how we're maybe not good enough, or how we're, you know, maybe only thinking about how we can improve rather than taking a second to look at the progress that we have made. And so don't forget to give yourself a pat on the back at the end of the year as well. I am just gonna get started because I think a lot of your questions are geared towards reflection and setting intentions anyway, and so we'll kind of get onto that topic naturally. Is there something that you find yourself doing in 2022 that you don't love so much and want to cut out or phase out of in 2023? My nose is dripping. Hang on. So much better. Okay, something that I want to change, or I guess be better at in the new year, is being careful of the content that I consume during my free time. And I think that I'm really good when it comes to Instagram and TikTok and kind of everything that's on my phone, because I don't watch YouTube on my phone. I'm never on TikTok, only if I'm like posting a video, but even then that's rare. As a lot of you guys will know, I don't really go on TikTok. I just feel like it can be such a black hole and you can get sucked into it, and I just don't need any of that in my life. Same with Instagram. I do go on Instagram every day, a couple times a day, but I don't find myself scrolling very much, which is really nice. It's more YouTube where I think I can spend my time more productively. I don't know, I feel like I listen to a good amount of educational podcasts, productive podcasts, you know, things that really make me think and teach me something, but also, you know, there's times where, you know, maybe I'm cleaning the house, or where I'm at home, maybe editing a video, and I'm watching something in the background that's not really doing anything for me. It's more just like background noise and whatever, which I feel like we all need times where we just have, you know, whatever TV on to kind of relax. But the problem with it for me is that I find it's not actually relaxing, and I get invested in these, you know, people's lives, or this like fake TV that isn't actually doing anything for me. And so I want to stop watching it or consuming it next year, or like I guess as of right now, and just replace it with something that's a little bit better for me, because I don't know, I think it will just benefit me more and it'll make my life better. And I think I'm at an age where I need to really be aware of those kind of things. So that's one of the intentions that I have for myself. Obviously, I'm still gonna watch shows and watch television that's entertaining, because we all need to unwind at the end of the day, but I'm just talking about things that I have mindlessly on in the background that I really don't need to be watching or paying attention to. I also just think I could be reading more, and I know that this was one of my goals for this year. I was on a really good path, and then I don't know what happened. I think during the move, I slowly stopped reading, or I just stopped, I don't know, I stopped purchasing books, I think. But I've recently, this might be interesting for some of you, I recently discovered this app. It's called Libby, and it's actually a great idea. But if you get a library card, you can link your library card to this app, and you can rent books through the app, read them on your phone, which I think is just brilliant, and something that I really want to sign up when I get back to the city in the new year, and sign up for that, because it's just a great way to save money. Books are expensive. I don't need to be spending all this money on books, but I still want to get the knowledge, and this is why libraries exist, and now you can get it on an app. Those are two things that I can be better at. I think it's really important to be honest with yourself, because the only way you really hold yourself back is when you are in denial, or when you lie to yourself about things. And as good as I feel like I am, there's always ways to improve. There's always areas that we can kind of tweak things or refine things or become better at. And I know that consuming certain types of content is one of mine. And so I just want to be honest about that, and yeah, push myself to be a little bit better about that. Got a couple questions about motivation. How do you stay motivated? Someone asked me if I meditate every morning. I don't actually meditate. I don't know. I think meditation is great for certain people. I just have not spent the time to learn how to meditate, practice meditating. I think for me, the best thing, I guess, when I'm waking up is to just have some alone time. Alone time is really important for me when I'm starting my day. Or just, I guess, ample time to wake up and be able to like do my little morning routine. And that's pretty much all I need to have a good day. There's something that's more important than motivation when it comes to actually getting things done and getting the most out of your day, and that's discipline. If you're not disciplined, you're not going to do things, because your motivation depends on how you feel that day. Depends on how the weather affects you, depends on your mood, your hormones, your day that you had yesterday, maybe the morning you had, and then in the afternoon you don't feel great, you know what I mean? And so discipline is what you actually have to focus on, and the way that you create discipline is by doing things every day and giving a little bit more every day. Working out is a great example for this. I'm not motivated to go to the gym every day, but I like how it makes me feel. I've been doing it for so long that I'm kind of in a routine, and I just know that it's something that I have to do. And so when my motivation is lacking, my discipline kicks in. And so what I think is more important is to focus on that discipline and focus on going when you don't feel like it. Fight through it. Fight through that lack of motivation and create the sense of discipline, so that you'll be more likely to follow through and less likely to give up just because you don't feel like you want to. Do you keep a diary? I have, I guess, kind of a diary. I have more of a journal on my laptop, and so I'll write in there whenever I feel like it. Sometimes it's every day, sometimes, you know, 2 months goes by and I haven't written. I honestly haven't really journaled that much in the last few months, but I did journal a lot earlier this year and throughout the summer. It's more something that I lean on when my mind is a little cluttered, or when I'm going through something in my life, like when a lot of my family stuff was going on earlier this year. I journaled a lot, and I worked through a lot of the issues through writing. And then also earlier this year, I was in a romantic situation which wasn't very great, and I journaled a lot through that. And so it's not something that I force myself to do. It's more something that I go to when I feel like I need to. But yeah, anyway, I keep it on my computer. I will start a new document like every 2 years or so when the document gets too big and, you know, maybe I want a fresh start, and then I'll just save it on a hard drive. I feel like it's a lot easier to type out thoughts than writing it, and it's also a little bit safer, I feel. I always leave a password on it, and I don't know. It just like feels like my own little safe space for writing. How did you get over your last relationship? If it's too private, just skip. I don't mind talking about relationship stuff. I really don't mind. It's more just, I don't know. I feel like you can talk about experiences or tips or just, yeah, relationships without giving away too much detail. I feel like there's a way to do that. It's not something that I mind talking about at all. My battery's gonna die. My last relationship, I don't know if you can even say that it was a relationship, to be honest. It was too short to be a relationship. We weren't official or anything like that. But I've had a few of those, and I honestly feel like they hurt just as bad as like a long-term relationship or a breakup where you've been with someone for longer than that. Breakups in general really suck, but I think some of the most valuable things I've learned in my life have come as a result of breaking up with someone, or as a result of, you know, someone walking out of my life. And I think that that's really important to remember while you're going through one, or if you're the one ending a relationship, is that every time a relationship has ended or someone has left me, walked out of my life, whatever, they've always been replaced by someone better for me, someone who fits my life better, someone who I'm connect with on a deeper level. And so as I got older, the breakups got easier because I just knew that there was someone out there better who was going to fit my life better, who was going to treat me better, who just in the long run was going to be a better match. But it still sucks. And I think in the beginning you have to kind of go through it. You can't go around it. You can't shortcut the pain. You can't get under someone else. Like I hear people say that on Instagram sometimes, or on podcasts. People talk about how you have to date other people to get over it. It's like, eventually, yes, meeting other people or meeting someone else is going to make it easier. But in the very beginning, you have to process and you have to go through it, because not only are you going to learn what was good, learn what wasn't good, you're going to learn things about yourself. But you're also going to be able to give it a place, give it its own little box, and you're not going to hurt other people in the process. And so that was kind of my way of dealing with breakups in the past, was I would give myself a week to feel sad and to kind of mourn the relationship, because it is mourning. Even though the person hasn't died, you're still grieving their presence, you know? Usually after that first week, I was feeling so much better already. I was ready to make plans with my girlfriends. I was ready to go out and have a good time. Maybe I wasn't necessarily ready to meet someone else. And I was never really like that anyway. I was never really a big dater. So yeah, you kind of just have to go through it. Journaling really helps. Writing down the things you loved about the relationship, the things you didn't like about the relationship, maybe some like deal breakers that you have discovered, some red flags that you maybe didn't see before. All very important to note. Don't contact them, don't text them, don't call them. A breakup's a breakup. And I think staying in contact with this person makes it that much harder to actually move on. I also think new doors can't open until the old door is closed. So if you want new things, new people, new experiences, new love to come into your life, you have to tightly shut that door, if you know what I mean. This light is driving me insane. Okay, maybe this is better. Okay, I'm gonna end on this question because there's two basically asking the same thing. How have you found your life changed now that you have a serious long-term boyfriend, especially as someone who spends so much time alone? Also, how did you meet? So we actually met at a restaurant in the city. We met earlier this summer, but then we didn't start dating until a month or two later. But I love this question because it's something that I actually thought was gonna be more of an adjustment. It's something that I've thought about for a long time, because I love living alone. I really enjoy my alone time. I still do. And I always thought that the day that I meet, you know, someone who I'm gonna be in a serious relationship with, or someone who I'm potentially gonna live with, it's gonna be a big change. and it's actually been so much easier than I thought. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I had more to say because I honestly thought that it was going to be more of a challenge for me, but it's been super easy. I think a lot of that has to do with us together and just who we are, how we communicate. I think we have the same communication style and we're both very open. I'm also not afraid to be like, hey, you know, let's discuss this, or let's, you know, talk about this, and he's the same. And so that makes it really easy to be on the same page about things. Obviously there are things that change when you get into your relationship. You know, you spend a lot more time with this person and you kind of have to be more mindful about seeing your friends, but I feel like even that is very doable. We also have different schedules, different work schedules. And so I don't work every single day. When I do work, it's usually an 8 to 6 or a 9 to 5 or something like that. And he actually works a little bit later into the day. And so I feel like that actually works really well for us. I'm like going back to the question because I feel like I'm going off topic, but I feel like I'm just entering a new phase in my life where I'm ready for this. I feel like I've been ready for this for a while now, where I've learned my lessons. I really know what I need in a partner now, what a healthy relationship looks like, what it means to be in a relationship. Yeah, I'm excited to like enter this new phase and share my life with someone. I've been wanting that for a while, and I feel like I've met a really good person to do that with. And so it's exciting to think about what that's going to look like in the future. This is another thing that I think changes, is you start to really think about what that could look like, and you're not just thinking about yourself anymore. You're not just thinking about how your actions affect you. You're thinking about how it affects both of you, and financial decisions, and like just, I don't know, you start to think about those things a little bit more seriously. So I would say those are the things that have changed or been added to my life. It's been so great the last few months, and I feel really lucky to have him. So yeah, I hope to share more of that with you guys in the future. I think what I'm gonna do is end this video here. I have some cleaning to do tonight, and then I think I might go for a little walk, honestly, outside or downstairs on the treadmill. I'm not sure yet, but I love you guys so much. We'll see you in the new year. Yeah, leave me a comment if you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.